This last video is my favorite because usually when I put a title like special cases, it's just a nightmare. But these special cases let you go, not solving you. So case number one, if you're ever given a question and maybe it's after you isolate the absolute value, but it's equal to a negative number, can an absolute value ever equal a negative number? Like, is this question set up to do anything? Well, an absolute value is going to make everything positive. So how could this ever equal negative 5? It can't. So your answer to this is nope. There's no solution, right? You can put the null sign, you can put empty set brackets, whatever you want to put, but don't solve these. Okay? If you do, it will give you an answer. So I want you to leave it like that. But I just want to show you that if you went to go solve this and you said, hey, I'm going to make 1 equal to the positive and I'm going to make 1 equal to the negative, it's going to let you solve it. Why wouldn't it? Right? minus 7, 6x is equal to negative 2, divide by 6, divide by 6, I get x equals negative 1/3. If I went to check that, is the other one nicer? Yeah, let's check this one. This one I get 6x is equal to negative 12, and then I divide by 6, and I get x is equal to negative 2. So the moral of the story is neither of these going to work. So if I plug in negative 2, that's saying that 6 times negative 2 plus 7 is going to equal negative 5. Well, on the left-hand side, I have negative 12 plus 7, which is the absolute value of negative 5. So without the absolute value signs, sure, this made it true. But because of the absolute value signs, it made it equal to positive 5. It doesn't work. Nothing works. The negative 1/3, oh, that would have been easy to check, right? 6 times negative a third is negative 2. Negative 2 plus 7 is 5. The absolute value of 5 is 5. This one still doesn't work. So if you ever get a question where it says, hey, solve this absolute value equation equal to a negative, just say no, thank you. Okay, so what about this next one? In this next one, what's my first step? My first step is to figure out what in this bracket is going to add to 5 to give me 2. Now, right off the bat, can you tell me that this isn't going to work? What positive number plus 5 is ever going to make it go down? It can't. This question won't work. If I did step number 1, where I went to go isolate my absolute value, I'd see even more that this question can't work. This would be the absolute value of x plus 1. Does that equal or equals negative 3? Is there anything I could put in here that when I take the absolute value of it, it's going to become negative? No, there is no solutions to this question. So if it's ever equal to a negative, just say no, either a null sign or empty set brackets, just be done. Okay, so that's case number 1. Isn't that nice? Case number 2 is if it's equal to 0. These ones, I just want to show you one time that if you have an equation equal to 0, we are going to solve these. We're going to solve it once equal to the positive. What would make 1/4 x minus 3 equal to 0? But when I go to solve it again equal to the negative, 1/4 x minus 3 equals negative 0? There's no such thing as negative 0. It's just equal to 0. So for these ones, you only have to solve once. There's only one solution. So I'm going to add 3 to both sides. I get 1/4 x is equal to 3. To get x by itself, this is dividing by 4. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 4. And I end up with x is equal to 12. And again, if I plug this in, a quarter of 3 is 12, or sorry, a quarter of 12 is 3. 3 minus 3 is 0. It made the equation true. And that's it. That's your special cases.